Hi, I'm Brandon, and today I'm taking a look at this interrogation of a New Mexico police officer who was caught or is under suspicion of having illegal stuff on his phone. We all know what we're talking about here, so let's just jump into it and see what's going on.
As you know, this is an interview.
And I will be starting and stopping this a lot, so if you want to watch it without my constant commentary throughout, there's a whole bunch of other channels that have this on it on YouTube, so you can watch it there. But if you want to hear my insight on it, then let's continue.
Okay. Um, I'm going to tell you what I do. Okay. I do internet crimes against children. Okay. There's been some reports of some incidents of some
Look at this guy. His mouth is agape and his eyes are wide. He's like, huh? What's going on here?
activity coming from basically your electronic device in your possession and was reported to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. I'm just here to get
Wish these cops would all turn their phones off. The constant buzzing of phones is annoying me.
your side of the story. I'm not here to pass any.
No, you're fine.
First of all, what you like everything
You're not fine.
else we have to do is call your advisement of rights. Okay. I'm going to give you a page to go along with me. All right. But first of all, what's your full name, sir?
Robert Strand, STRAND.
Your address, sir?
Bernalillo, New Mexico, 87004.
Okay. And what's your phone number, sir? The time now is 9:13.
Yes, sir.
So again, before we ask you any questions, you have to understand your rights. Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and have him with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questions if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you still have the right to stop answering at any time. You also have the right.
Obviously, he knows this because he is a police officer, but they have to read these rights to absolutely everyone.
To stop answering at any time until you do talk to a lawyer. Do you understand these rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what I just need you to do as a sign is just, all you're signing for is that I've read you these rights and that you understand these rights. Then we'll get to the waiver, okay? So just sign right there.
Wonder what happens if the person refuses to sign this, refuses to sign that they acknowledge their rights. Do they just take that as the same as asking for a lawyer and they just, okay, we're just going to end it right here and not even have an interrogation? It's probably what they do. If anyone knows, let me know.
And then I'll witness it. And I'll have special agent in charge, Clarence Gibson also.
Stop holding your hand in front of the camera there, Mr. Police Officer.
Witness that.
Sometimes I used to skip over all this stuff, but I did a poll and I asked people if they would prefer keeping all this paperwork in here, and looks like the majority of people want to see all this kind of stuff here before we get into the actual more interesting part. So I decided to keep it all in.
All right, let's go through your advisement. Okay, your waiver that you have been read to your statement of my rights, and that you understand what your rights are, and that you're willing to make a statement and answer questions. That you do not have a lawyer with you at this time, and I understand and know what I'm doing. No promises or threats have been made, and no pressure or coercion of any kind has been used against me. Do you understand that?
understand.
Do you want to speak to us at this time?
Sure.
Okay. Just need you to sign right there.
See, obviously, if you read the comments section of any of my videos or anyone who does this true crime type of stuff, everyone's just don't talk to a lawyer, which is obviously the best advice. But all these guys always talk without a lawyer. I think a big part of it is they're hoping they can talk their way out of it. But I think some of it too might be that they want to know what the police know. If he's just like, I'm not saying anything without a lawyer, it would just end right here. They'd probably be taken away to jail, or maybe they'd be sent home, but then the investigation would continue and ultimately they'd be arrested. but I think you just naturally you'd want to know exactly what they have on you. And in order to have that, you have to talk a little bit for them to explain how much evidence they have, and you can know exactly the level of trouble you're in. Because that would be hard, just suspecting what you're in trouble for, but not actually knowing. So I think that's just part of the reason they talk. And of course, the police sometimes they'll launch, and I haven't seen this before, so I don't know if they immediately launch into what they all the evidence they have, or if they do the whole "do you know why you're here" type of thing, where they try to get information out of you before telling you the reason you're coming. But anyways, let's just continue.
Waiver in your rights. Yes, sir. Again, I'll witness it, and so. All right. So, like I said, we do have a search warrant for your residence. Before we go any further, is there anyone currently at your house?
No.
Okay. We don't want to go breaking down your doors. Do you have a key to your house?
Yes.
Can you give us that key
Sure.
so we don't break in?
Oh, that would just be so horrible. You're just sitting there knowing that the cops are going to be searching your house. Like, obviously, this guy deserves it for what he did, or allegedly did. But yeah, that would just suck, especially knowing if you know you're guilty and you're just like, oh man, yeah, I think he knows he's in trouble.
Yeah.
Don't cut. I've been by your house.
Right.
So I understand there's a gate
Yes.
key. We just don't want to wreck
You're fine.
any of your stuff.
You're fine.
Because like I said, we're not here to and that's the house key.
You're not here to what?
What about the gate? Is it the gate locked?
No.
What about you have one dog or
2 dogs.
it's 2 dogs? And they're on that opposite side. So,
Yeah.
okay, we just want to make sure. Can you
Yes. So, do I have a right to know who's reporting me for what?
Yes, I'm going to get
No. We're just going to put you in prison, but we're never going to tell you what for.
to that right now. We're going to get into that. We had to get past this part before we could get to why we're exactly. All right. So, there's a thing called the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. So what happened was some images and some GIFs were uploaded through the back.
I guess that's the ongoing debate. Is it GIFs or GIFs? I think I say GIFs, but I know a lot of people say GIFs.
Backup service. It's called Synchronos. Is the backup service for like Verizon and stuff like that. Currently, your cell phone is through your Verizon. So when you first sign up for Verizon, you get this 3-month backup service for free. What happened was when you had your cell phone and you had that service, everything that you had on your phone got backed up. Okay. By federal law, all providers, all of what they call ESPs or electronic service providers, are required by federal law that if they see anything that meets the state criteria or meets the criteria for or looks like child for your child use materials, they have to report it to the National Center for Mixed Play. So at that point, there was
It's actually I don't know what other people think about this, if that's kind of like a invasion of privacy, but in terms of this, I think that's good, because if you have all your pictures and stuff on your phone being automatically backed up, if you have illegal stuff, especially horrible stuff like this on there, it's good that they're able to the company that has that backup service is able to recognize that and report it, so we can catch the people doing this. So I think that's a good thing, although it would just, there is the negative side of it. People are basically spying on you. It's kind of like I was watching one of these the other day where someone that worked at it brought their computer into a store, their laptop to a store to be fixed. The people at the computer store found illegal stuff on it and called the police. And it's like, yeah, in a way, it's good that the person got caught, but it's also kind of shady that the people at the computer store are looking through all your private stuff. Because how do you know if you're a totally innocent, normal person? You might just have pictures of your family and your kids and stuff on there, just, innocent things. And who knows if the guy at the store is some kind of a perv who's like downloading it. It's just like they're looking through all your private stuff. So there's kind of two sides to it. And that, yeah, it's good that these guys are getting caught with illegal things, but do you really want complete strangers and the government and these companies just like looking through all your personal your files? And it's I guess there's two sides to it, but I tend to agree with it in instances like this, that thank God they can flag that kind of material and then catch the people doing it.
There's 5, and so what happens when the National Center for Missing Exploited Children gets it, these reports, they have to look at, okay, where does the cell phone come back to, who's connected to the cell phone, what emails, and before we go any further, do you have any email addresses?
Oh, those vibrating phones are annoying me.
So I will tell you, that is the email that was attached to these, and this was also the same phone number that was attached to all those reports going forward. So, so it captures a lot of information. So like if you log in your phone with your email or whatever, it's going to catch that, and all that stuff gets reported up. In this case, there was 5 separate times, and so it basically lasted between January of 2021 and about March, sometime in March, like March 22nd, March 25th of 2021 is when we got the reports. I'm not saying that's when the back.
So that'll be harder to deny. These guys, a lot of time they try to say, oh, like someone sent me the stuff without me wanting it, or it just accidentally popped up. They have some kind of excuse that I don't really believe. I don't see how this could just accidentally happen. But if this, would the cops say it happened like 4 or 5 times? Like once this is happening like multiple times that you have this kind of stuff, I don't see a way. I'm not an expert, but I don't see a way this could be happening without you knowing about it at the very least, or actively seeking it out.
That happened. Did you get that? Did you get a new phone around January of 2021?
I think so. I think that's when I bought it. I'm not sure.
Is it this current phone or is it a different phone?
It's this one.
Okay. So it got a. And are any of your phones password protected?
Yeah.
And this one is yours personal, correct?
Yeah.
What's the password on this? It's not biometrics or anything. Just the pen.
Yeah.
Okay. So when all these images, so throughout the full 5 cyber tips, there was 141 images, and some of them
Yikes.
are GIFs. Do you know what a GIF is? It's like a little meme type thing where there's like a short
How can you not know what that is?
video type thing. There's generally no sound.
Yeah.
It's a clip. So out of those 141, almost all of them were child pornography.
Okay.
So then I did a search warrant to Synchronos.
Right.
And they gave me pretty much everything that was backed up. And in that backup was, pictures of you, some videos of you that weren't child materials, and like your guide licenses and stuff. I had PDFs and stuff like that, text messages and stuff like that. So I'm just here to find out.
Yeah, that sounds to me like it's pretty incriminating. This happened multiple times. There was like 141 images, all of them illegal, but they were mixed in with just pictures of him and other things related to him, so he can't be like, oh, like somehow my account got switched with someone else. Like it's clearly him. Let's see what this guy says for some kind of excuse as to why he had that stuff on there.
How those images were on your, because we know they were on your phone because they got backed up. How they got to your phone. Okay, and I'm just here to get your side. I'm not.
He's like, someone must have broken into my house, stolen my phone, downloaded those kind of images, then broken back into my house to return my phone, and then done that on 5 separate occasions. That might be the only possible excuse he could have, that he's not the one that did this.
Not here to cast any. I'm not a judge, and I'm not a jury. I'm just here to get your side story. How did this happen? Make me understand is how this happened.
Well,
That's cop speak for, can you just give us a whole bunch of incriminating stuff? Just confess. Whenever the cops say that, I just want to hear your side of the story. There is no side of the story. That should come out in court after you've talked to a lawyer. Because like they say, anything you say can and will be used against you. It doesn't say only the bad stuff will be. It's like everything. It is like everything you say is just incriminating. So it's better. It doesn't mean if you just ask for a lawyer, it doesn't mean you're going to get off the hook. It doesn't mean you're not going to get convicted of it. But it's your best bet, because anytime you're in trouble, the anything you say can and will be used against you. So this guy's going to sit here and yap like all the rest of them do, and it's just going to make him look bad.
There's probably nothing I can say that's going to make you understand.
Well, yeah.
Well, let's just I'll give you a little bit about my background. Is I've been doing these now since 2009, and I'm not here, and I've heard every different kind of this and that, and I'm not here. All I want is, and to be honest, I'm going to be totally straight with you if you're totally straight with me, and and I think that's just a respect thing. You know, I mean, that's the same thing I've always respected, especially Agent Gibson, in charge Gibson, because he's always been straight with me, and I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not here to. I'm just here to figure out how that happened, and to also go further and make sure that there's, and ultimately to make sure there's no child that you're telling me you're home alone, so that there's no one else at your house, so that makes me feel a little bit more easier that there's no one there.
Right.
And the cops do that a lot too. They're like, we want to make sure that like no real young people are being abused, or this isn't like no one's being really harmed or trafficked or killed or something worse, so that in the predator's mind it looks like what they were doing wasn't as bad. We're looking for real kids being abused. We want to make sure that you're not producing this kind of material. And they're like, no, it's not like that at all. Just downloading it, looking at it, that kind of thing. So they'll confess to something that doesn't seem as bad, even though it's still a separate crime. The cops seem to do that a lot in a lot of the interrogations I cover.
But we are going to talk about, do you have contact with children and stuff like that? I understand you have a brother who has a niece and stuff like that, but we'll get to that here in a minute. I just want to hear your side of how this happened.
I don't really know.
Did you? All right.
How can you not know?
Let's just go. So
it just magically ended up this horrible stuff on your phone?
How did you first come in knowledge of these images that were out there, and how did they get to your phone?
Pretty much I was downloading porn. Okay. And
when you say, let's just break it into
just everything.
Adult porn or child porn?
Adult
porn. Okay. And that's how it started?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what happened? Did you just found it and then got an interest in it?
A little bit.
Okay.
But then everything's deleted, so.
Okay. So do you know when you got this phone exactly?
I don't.
Okay. And where did you get that phone from?
I ordered it through Verizon.
Verizon, okay. So the time frame we were talking about, January 2021 to March 2021, those images and GIFs were on your phone?
No.
No. When did you get rid of them? Exactly.
All.
Okay.
I got rid of all right away.
Okay, and when do you mean right away?
I
just need to know, because I want to make sure that the National Center isn't reporting something that it wasn't true.
Right.
For one, and just to find a time frame of when you had those images.
I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
And I couldn't even tell you if it was child.
Okay.
I couldn't. Well,
okay. So here's the other question I have. When I did that search warrant to Synchronos, which is the backup service for Verizon.
How can you not know if you have that kind of stuff? Like, you just download random stuff that you don't even bother to look at it? I don't get it. Why would you be downloading things if you don't know what they are?
They didn't report any adult with it.
Yeah.
It's all child.
He shrugs. Yeah, so this guy said he was looking at adult stuff. Maybe he was trying to say I was looking at adult stuff and somehow illegal things got mixed in. I don't see how that's possible, but that's not the case, because they didn't find any legal stuff. They only found the illegal stuff.
Is it what you're interested in?
No.
Okay. So when you've never to child. Okay. So when you were going out and just looking for, how'd you go looking for it?
Just,
So basically, what he's saying is like he's out there looking just at normal adult stuff, but somehow only the illegal ones, underage ones, got downloaded. I'll give him a chance to explain it here, but I don't see how this is possible.
on the internet.
Okay. So you'd get it on the internet just on your phone? Just on your phone, no other devices or anything?
No, that's all I really have.
You don't have any computers or anything at the house or?
No, if I do, it doesn't work. I mean,
Okay.
you guys can go through my house.
Yeah, they're gonna, I mean, we have to, it's part of this,
Yeah.
the search warrant. Is your work phone pass protected?
Yes,
What's the work phone?
the same password.
Same password, same PIN? I noticed you drove up in a vehicle,
Yes.
and that's your use
Work
work
truck.
vehicle. Is there any electronic items in
I noticed he drove up in a vehicle. That's so unusual.
there? No other cell phones or anything?
Most people pull up on a tricycle.
Okay, I'm gonna look.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
and the sheriff's department's given me permission to look. So just want to make sure that there's nothing for that. That's fine. Is there, when we get to your, just in the side thing about at your house and the search warrant house, are there any safes?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, I have the combination. of
okay, I was gonna say, we don't,
You guys can go through
We-
anything you want. You're not gonna find anything.
so what's the combos? So same thing, is it just one safe or, and
It's just one thing.
where's that located?
Yeah, you better bleep out this guy's combination to a safe because you never know if someone's gonna track him down and break into his safe.
It's located,
I guess there's always the possibility, so you got to be careful.
go straight down the hallway to the back door, and it drops down into the shop.
Okay.
It's
So it's in the shop?
yeah.
Okay. You wanna let Jay know that? Yeah, we didn't wanna break
No,
your,
you guys-
we didn't wanna break your safes, we didn't wanna break your doors, we didn't,
You guys can go through anything you want to go through.
okay. Angelo Nona.
So I guess it's possible that he doesn't have anything else illegal. He seems pretty confident in letting them search. Maybe he doesn't have anything else that's illegal. Maybe he did delete all of this illegal stuff off his phone, but that doesn't mean that there's still no trace of it. And it doesn't mean that he didn't download it to begin with. So if you download it and then delete it later, it's still illegal. So I'm not exactly sure how they prosecute that kind of thing, but I guess if they can prove that you looked at it, downloaded it, or whatever, even if you get rid of it, because a lot of people obviously they would just delete it, all their stuff on a regular basis, and you can never catch them physically having it. But I'm assuming that even if they don't actually have it on their device, but they did at one point and they can prove it, I think you could still be prosecuted. If I'm wrong, someone let me know, but I'm pretty sure that's the case.
So just on the internet, was there any specific other sites that you went to that
I
just late at night, going through your phone, looking for
yeah,
that type of deal?
yeah. I did get viruses. I don't know.
Okay.
Is he trying to say he got a virus and the virus downloaded all this stuff onto his phone? I don't think that happens.
I like I said,
And you don't
Maybe that's just his excuse. He doesn't have an excuse. It's just, I don't know how that stuff got on there.
remember this time period you were doing it. Was it before 2021? Was it after 2020?
I think that,
Okay. Did you ever see those images that of the children?
I did see them when I got onto Cloud, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Not Cloud, whatever the Verizon thing is, and I erased them.
Okay.
I said you can go through whatever.
And then nothing else after that?
No.
Okay. So, is there any time that you're alone with your niece?
No.
And what's your niece's name?
She's not even my niece.
Oh.
It's a buddy.
Oh, I thought it was her brother.
No.
Okay.
No.
Everyone thought that he was.
So basically, this guy's denying he even looked at this kind of stuff, but they still have to know. Like, they're like, we know the fact that he had all this stuff on him, and it was exclusively illegal type of images and videos. They know what kind of a person he is, so they're not taking any chances. They're like, what like underage people do you have access to that you could possibly be alone with it? Because so many times this happens that these guys leave a huge trail of destruction of all the stuff that they're doing, and they have to make sure there's no other victims out there. It's just horrible. There's a good chance that maybe he didn't do any of this, but they always have to check because you never know, and these guys lie about it.
Your brother.
No.
I was kind of wondering because he has a different last name, Alred.
Well, nobody's in danger of anything.
Okay. Well, let me ask you.
I understand, because I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
I get it.
So,
But-
because his name's Andrew, right?
Right.
Andrew. You've never been alone with his daughter?
No.
Okay.
No.
And the reason we ask that is because there's
No. I understand.
pictures
Yeah.
on social media of you guys together with the
Yeah.
with her.
Yeah.
And you know her name? Okay. But never alone.
No.
Okay. Where does he live? Does he live? Someone says he lives.
Salmon.
Salmon? Okay. Because we had a little conflicting addresses. One where it showed he lived on Carolina with you, or
No,
and then
never.
and then okay, yeah, there was a conflicting address.
Do you want me to get into it?
Yeah, just if you want to take him these,
You got it.
I'd send him the pins. And you understand why we did the way we did this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not to ruin the surprise here. I don't know what we get into the rest of this, but while we're sitting here quietly, I just looked up the outcome of this in the news, and it says Attorney General Raul Torres announced Friday that Robert Strand, this guy here in the video, a former Sandoval County Sheriff's Officer detective, has been sentenced to 6 years in prison after pleading no contest to charges of illegal material on his phone. So, obviously, this guy did have something on there, and he was ultimately convicted, because sometimes I just hate it when you watch these get all riled up that these guys deserve punishment, and they get either get let off the hook or they get a slap on the wrist. And, I mean, 6 years, you can decide for yourself whether that's enough time. It doesn't seem like it is, but at least he got, it's going to mess with his life a bit. It's gonna screw him up. At least he got something. So, anyways, let's continue.
I mean, we always have to be careful. I mean, you understand this better than most anybody else that I've ever had to interview or do anything here, so.
Anything to say for yourself, buddy?
So once you saw it, you erased it. Never had any interest in it. You just got it when you went looking for other adult. So were you just looking at it and then you were you saving any of the fee that when you saw it, or?
I was probably piss poor drunk.
Okay.
He's blaming alcohol on his downloading of 141 illegal videos. I don't think that's a good excuse.
It happens.
I think a lot of people have gotten drunk before and not done that kind of thing, even by accident. I don't think it happens by accident.
So I couldn't even tell you.
Okay. So, just to let you know a little bit about what's going to happen with the phones. We have forensic people.
Right, they take it down.
They'll see everything, even stuff that you think you may have deleted.
Right.
And this is I'm just giving you your opportunity to become up front about anything else that may be, that you're not telling us here, that you may want to say different now than knowing that there are going to be full forensic exams done on this.
Right.
If there's anything that you need to change now, or tell me different now.
I told you I downloaded and
Okay.
once I realized that some things were bad, I erased it.
Once he realized some things are bad, but how did you download those bad things? I don't know what website he was on or like what app he was on, because they don't have, like, normal internet usage does not have the illegal stuff on it. Don't you have to like go to the dark web or something? Like you actually have to go out seeking for it. It's not like it's just out there ready, available, and you could accidentally get it looking on a normal website. I don't think that's the way it works. So maybe he was looking for adult stuff, but he had to have downloaded the illegal stuff too. Otherwise, how else would it end up on his phone?
Okay.
And if he's saying he was just so drunk he didn't know what he was downloading, so he downloaded illegal stuff, that's not an excuse. That's not a normal thing. Like, that's just a really bad excuse.
I mean, I can't deny that.
So what is going to happen? We're going to wait for the exams to be done. Okay. I have nothing to do with what's going to happen with the sheriff's department. But for now, currently right now, we're not arresting you unless either, because he's going to start the exam right now on these phones.
Okay.
If he finds anything on these phones, like I said, I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know, I find any child or anything like that, we will arrest you.
Well, I know.
Okay. All right.
And like I said, everything that I've downloaded, whether would it be not this or that, and I've seen it, I erase it.
So did he just admit that he did download it and did see it? I don't, like, he's like, anything I did download or see, I deleted. That's not like do they think that's a way to circumvent the law? As long as you just look at this, do whatever you got to do, and then delete it right afterwards, you can't get caught. You still downloaded, you still looked at it, and even if you delete it, there's still a trace of it on your phone. So yeah, I think he's in trouble.
Okay, and like I said, that's why I wanted to get your side and to just be like, well, hey, I wanted to hear your understanding of it, and generally that's what we do is we don't automatically go in blind, going, okay, let's get this guy. None of the search warrants.
Yeah.
I mean, they do have your name, but they don't say where you work.
Okay.
Okay, I left that out
I
purposely.
appreciate that.
I don't know if anybody in the courthouse knows you or anything, but they will be filed
Yeah.
after today.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just working at the courthouse and all these files, documents coming through, and all of a sudden you just see this guy you know's name come through.
So just let you know.
No, I know.
But they do have your name. They don't have your date of birth
All right.
or anything like that in them.
I appreciate that. And like I said, whatever you guys need, you can go through my house. There's nothing.
That's what they're getting ready to do now.
I think he keeps saying that, so I think that's probably true. They're not going to find anything else illegal, but the stuff on his phone, obviously the fact that he was convicted and went to prison and pled guilty, that they did prove that he did have it on his phone.
So we just wanted to wait, talk to you, get your key, just so we weren't breaking down doors. Because especially if no one's home, when we have a search warrant, we're going to give a bit of time, we're going to break down the door. And we're not, and just didn't want to do that to you. And then of course, you've been very upfront. You've given me pins and you gave us safe numbers, so we didn't have to destroy your safes. And,
I don't have nothing to hide.
okay.
I really don't.
Okay. Which is
Well, you must have something to hide since you were convicted of having illegal things on your phones and downloading them. So you have some stuff to hide.
pretty much everybody that knew you, that I talked to, you said this is probably how it would go. That you'd probably be just this is being this. Yeah.
Like I said, anything that was there that I seen after, I would just erase it.
And you
I don't like they just think deleting it's gonna get them off the hook. I saw another interrogation with some guy. Actually, it was that same one I mentioned earlier with the guy that took his laptop into the shop, and this old man that was arrested. He's like, I don't get it. Why can't you just follow me home and like I'll just delete everything right in front of you there? Like, what's the problem? Like they think that they're just allowed to look at all this stuff as long as they just delete it afterwards. The fact that you were looking at it and downloading it to begin with is the illegal part. You can't just delete it and then think you're in the clear. That's ridiculous.
can't tell me exactly
I don't.
when that occurred. I mean, generally you could place it around an event.
Yeah.
Was it like Christmas of 2020, Thanksgiving?
I can't.
Okay. Or was it 2021? Was it 2020? Was it?
So I got a bad problem sometimes. I drink a little too much.
Yeah.
And once I do that, I kind of just go off and I don't realize a lot of things till the next day.
Okay.
And
But you're still responsible for your actions. You're not allowed to drink and drive, so you can't just get drunk and be like, hey, I couldn't help driving, so why would it be any different from this? And there's a lot of people out there that drink on a regular basis or have gotten drunk in the past, and they don't suddenly wake up and realize they spent all the previous night downloading very graphic, disgusting, illegal things from the internet. That doesn't happen. And then doing it multiple times to the point where you finally get caught because you did it so many times. If that happened there's no way that could ever even happen once. But if for somehow it did, wouldn't you just be so horrified that you just would either stop drinking or just make sure your phone's not around while you're drinking? So he's saying that he woke up and oh my God, I must have in my drunken stupor downloaded all this illegal stuff. I'm just going to delete it. So he does that, and then this happens again another 4 or 5 times. I don't think that is how it happened. And even if it is, I think he's still guilty.
just like,
Okay. You think this was during one of those times?
oh yeah. Because like I said, as soon as I seen it, I erase it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you might see stuff that's been erased on there, but
See, he's not even saying he's not acting like he was shocked. Wouldn't you just be absolutely horrified if you saw that? Somehow someone else put it on your phone or you accidentally downloaded it. I don't think that's possible. But if you did, if you somehow something like that was on your phone and you didn't intend it, wouldn't you be horrified? Wouldn't you just be like, oh my God? And if someone asked you about it, I think people would include that in the story. They'd be he's yeah, I woke up with a hangover and I looked at my phone and I was like, oh my God. He's I was shocked. I deleted it. he just sounds like this is like the normal course of action. Yeah, if there's anything like that, I just, I deleted it or whatever. Like, this is no big deal. It's like, no, this is a big deal, buddy. This gets you 6 years in prison. He's just acting like, just like nothing happened. Yeah, it's just normal that you wake up and find that kind of stuff on your phone, and it just happens over and over again. So you delete it, and then it happens again, and you delete it again. This is not something that normally happens. I've never heard of this happening to anyone that didn't do it on purpose. Like, maybe I'm wrong, but this is the by the time the police are questioning you, like, you've been doing this, and you've been out there looking for it.
Okay, and at least with.
But
if we find stuff that's been deleted,
there's nothing on there.
That's going to give us a time frame,
Right.
at least, of when that. Because at least when you delete something, there's a date,
Right.
and a time,
Right.
that's been when that was deleted. Right. It'll also show a date and a time when that was uploaded. So,
right.
Or when it's downloaded from whatever site you're looking.
Yeah, and that's what they're looking for. Like, it's like, yeah, if you looked at it and deleted it, and they see like, oh, I bet you anything that it wasn't just like downloaded and immediately deleted. It was probably like there was some time in between there, so they could be like, hey, you had this for like a week before you deleted it, or even a few hours. Honestly, like there's no amount of time that it's legal. At least there shouldn't be. So I think the cops are it's a nice way of them saying you're not going to get away with this, because even if you deleted it, we'll still find it, and we'll know when you deleted it and when you downloaded it.
at and download it to there. You got anything?
No, sir. I think you're good.
So we'll end this interview at 9:37, okay? And thank you for definitely speaking with us. And again, I'm going to turn you over to, I think they're going to have some probably.
Looks like this continues on for a bit, so I don't know what happens, but we'll just keep watching.
We'll speak with you, your chain. As I understand it, they're not terminating you. They're just going to put you on administrative leave.
Okay. So how does that work?
What's that?
So
sorry?
let's say, like I said, I didn't deny that they were there when I seen them.
Yes, sir.
And obviously erased.
Yes, sir.
How does that work?
We're going to take it. So this is how it'll work. We could, you're right. We could say that you did do it, or you did have it on your phone.
Yeah.
Well, so let's say we see a download.
Right.
The date is, let's say, just throwing out a date. It's not necessarily the date. Let's say it's January, blah, 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 of 2021. Erased a few days later. Oh, shoot, it's on there. No other downloads? After that, I have to believe your story.
Yeah.
Because it matches to what you're telling me.
Yeah.
That matches. So we'll take your forensics.
I still don't see how it would have wound up on his phone to begin with without him purposely doing it, but okay, let's just go.
And compare it to what you're saying here.
No.
Because I'm not here to say what you're telling me isn't the truth.
No.
There's no way for me to do that, because I wasn't there at your house. I didn't see that to go on.
No.
And then so if it's this one snapshot deal, and then there's an erase right after, like right after, I'll go forward to my prosecutors and be like, this is what he told me. This is what the forensic showed.
I wonder if it's just a matter, because obviously, like, he's still downloaded it somehow, but I wonder if it's just a matter of there's so many of these cases and we can't waste resources prosecuting them all. So if it was like one image that was immediately deleted, it's really not worth prosecuting, even though it's kind of disgusting and he probably did it on purpose. But there's just, this bigger fish to fry kind of thing, like we got to go after the people who have thousands of these images, so they'll let this slide. I wonder if that's it, because I don't see how this could happen at all. And I think I mentioned in one of my other interrogations when it was I watched a documentary on YouTube about that guy from Glee that got convicted of having illegal stuff on his computer, and he ended up, say, doing himself in. And his lawyer, because he got caught with something like, it was like tens of thousands of images, like 30,000 or 50,000 or something. And his lawyer was like, that's actually not that many. like compared to like other people that get caught doing this, which is just disgusting. How the hell can you have that many and it's not a big deal? But in a way, it's kind of like it's like the police they go after the big drug dealers. If you just have a tiny amount on you, it's just not worth it because they have to go after the bigger guys. But it doesn't mean that your conscience is clean if you just had a couple images that you quickly deleted. But I think what this cop is saying is that if that happens, we'll let it go. But because it's pretty hard to convict you. But we know that it must be more than that because this guy was convicted. So I bet you he had every one of those images and they could prove it.
It confirms his story.
Right.
It confirms what he told me.
Mm-hmm.
Probably nothing happens because I have to believe what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Now we're also going to look at, was there adult mixed in with this child? If then that also confirms your story.
Right.
Okay, it got mixed in with the rest of it.
Yeah.
I was drunk, didn't know what it is. Oh, okay, and it may have got in there. Okay, we're going to look at the totality of everything, compare it to with this interview, what you told me today, and then that's where we go from there.
Yeah, I do have a problem. I get drunk a lot.
Okay, and I
You
understand.
got bigger problems than that, but sure, that is a problem.
And you know, and I know, in this.
I will give this guy credit that at least that's an original excuse. All the guys that get caught on Catch a Predator and other type of shows like that, I've never heard just I get drunk as an excuse, which is kind of weird. You figure that would be that's a better excuse than we hear a lot of the guys say, but it's kind of an original one.
In the
Doesn't mean it's good.
in the eyes of the law,
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
being inebriated isn't a valid.
No, I know.
But it's going to be a process. I'm not going to tell you that. It's going to be forensics. See what we got. Let's see what happened. Does it coincide with the National Center's Missing Exploited Children cyber tips? You know, I mean, there was a lot. There was 141
Yeah.
of these images and these
Yeah,
gifs.
and that is a lot. Like they say they found people with like millions of like images and videos, which is like hard to believe. So you could be like, oh, if it's hundreds, that's not even barely any compared to what we found. But the thing is, having one is just beyond horrible. Like one victim is still one real life human being. That's like way more. That's completely unacceptable to have one. So to have 141 that were downloaded over multiple times, like that shows like you had intent to repeatedly seek this kind of stuff out and repeatedly do it. So it kind of shows a lot. That's a whole lot of real life people being harmed. So this isn't a matter, it can't be like, hey, I only murdered one person. So compared to someone that murdered 100, like I'm not that guilty. No, it doesn't work like that. It's still one human being, and you still need to be punished severely. And this guy's like 141. This guy's repeatedly doing this kind of stuff, and it just can't be allowed because anyone that helps feed the market, the business of this kind of horrible material, means there's going to be people out there, whether it's in this country or on the other side of the world or wherever, there's going to be real life people being harmed and damaged forever just to feed these guys perversions, and that can't be allowed. There's no help for them if they can't stop doing it. We just have to lock them up until we, as a society, find a way to eradicate this kind of thing in a different way. But we have to show that this is fucked up. This can't be allowed. You got to go to prison. That's my opinion, anyway.
These little snippet of videos that are child, very young. So we're going to look at that too. Okay. Due to the fact of how young they were. Okay.
Yeah, and obviously any of this kind of thing is gross, but the younger the worse. Like most of the To Catch a Predator type guy, like we're dealing with like they're teens still, right? But that's horrible. Like I'm pretty sure what he's talking about here is way younger than that, which it just gets worse. Like it's it's all horrible, but it's worse when they're like of extreme young age. Like it is just someone that is that messed up in the head that they're willing to seek out this kind of stuff. Like they, at best, need to go to prison.
I'm going to be upfront with you. Like I said, I'm a straight shooter.
I'm being upfront with you.
Yeah. None of them are over 10. I mean,
Like, come on, man. That's fucking gross.
and some of them, so even out there, there's these, what we call child identified victims. So somewhere not necessarily in the United States, but around the world, a law enforcement person met with the girl or boy, whatever, in that video or in that image, and identified that as this is their age.
Yeah.
So it's identified child. Out of those 141, 50 plus of them were identified.
Yeah, so I guess when the law authorities find these type of videos and stuff, they want to rescue this person, so they have to work with other police departments and agencies and governments like all over the world to let's find this particular person, make sure that they're rescued and they get the help they need. And then they basically that victim is now on like a list. Like they have, so when they find other guys have those videos, it's like, okay, we've already saved these particular young people, but these other ones we've never seen before. So we'll put them on the list of people that need to be saved. So there are people out there actively fighting this kind of stuff. And then you got bastards like this guy who are just using that material for their own gratification. And then they think they did nothing wrong. And on top of it, he's a police officer. That cannot happen ever in this society.
So so we're going to look at the totality of everything.
Right.
Just, hey, this is what he told us. This is what forensic showed us. And again, ultimately it's going to be up to our prosecutors what they want to do.
No, I get it.
I do have a question.
Yes, sir.
I was speaking with the lieutenant outside. You do have a work laptop.
It's
Where's that
at
located?
the office.
It's at the office. Do you have a password for that work laptop?
And I mean, you would have to be really stupid to look up that kind of material on your work laptop. But we've seen it before. I saw one of these videos on YouTube on like Law and Crime or something. A teacher was like using using AI to like make videos of his students, and he was using his work laptop in his like at the school, and he got caught. Like these guys, like they're either so stupid or they're just so driven to do this that any chance of trying to cover up their crime is like secondary to their desire to do it. So like you can't put anything past them. Just when you think you've seen like the stupidest, most vile, disgusting, idiotic behavior ever, it's like, nope, some guy just does even worse. And it's not always a guy. There's a lot of horrible female teachers too, but so that's why they're like, we have to check every single device you have, and they have dogs now that can like sniff out like flash drives and SD cards and stuff. So no matter where you try to hide it, like they're gonna sniff out a thing that's like a half an inch by half an inch. If it's somewhere in your house, they'll find it. So there's no getting away with it, and they're gonna find out everything, which clearly they did with this guy because he went to prison. Thank God.
I can write it down for you.
Okay.
Right here?
Yeah.
So again, like I said, we will, whatever happens on that side, we have no control. What we have control over is what happens on our side. Again, it's going to go to prosecutions. This is what we have. This is what was told to us. They'll look at it. They'll look at the statement. They'll look at this video of this interview. They'll look at everything in totality, and then they will move forward from that.
Okay.
All right? So before we get too far, I'm also going to leave you with a copy. So there will be a copy of this search warrant and what was taken from the house, at the house. It's called a return to inventory.
Right.
We're going to do one here for that also.
Okay.
Okay. Here's the search warrant for your cell phone and anything on your person. And it's pretty much everything I told you. We're also required to give you
Say what?
It's called an electronic, so there's this thing called ECPA
Yeah.
that we all have to deal with that goes along with that. That's just telling you, hey, I served you this warrant. And
It's just kind of just interesting to point out how complex the law is now. Like there's this, obviously we want to, you want to put the bad guys in jail and maintain law and order, but you also can't let police just do whatever they want, and you can't persecute innocent people. So we have to kind of try to balance it out. But just imagine what it would have been like 10,000 years ago, just like the earliest societies. Like this wouldn't exist. It would be, you think someone did something, they stole something of yours, you would just kill them. Even if they had some sort, maybe you just couldn't do anything you want, so your little community would have some kind of rules, but it'd be more like, hey, we think this guy did it. All right, well, kill him. He probably did. Like it would just be very, it would be very efficient and quick, but not necessarily fair. So I guess nowadays it's like everything is complex, and even these cases of these predators, sometimes it takes years for them to go through the judicial process, and it's like, is that good or is that bad? It's like, I don't know. That's just the society we live in, I guess, and it works to a certain degree, but there's still things that could be made better. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I was just thinking about that.
you've been notified, basically. And then I'll give you I'll go meet with our forensic examiner who has your phones.
Okay.
I'll write down all the particulars, and then I will also give you a copy of the return to inventory.
Okay.
Hey, Gab? Just hold on for a minute. Can you get from Angelo the makes, models, and serial numbers of those phones so I can do a return to inventory and give it?
Not sure if anyone finds this interesting, but whatever. We're here. If you're still with me, I appreciate it, and we may as well just keep going. Are they like in a classroom here? This is not like a interrogation room. This looks like a classroom.
I'll go grab the makes, models, and stuff so we can get your. This is what I took from you, type deal. Do you have any questions for me?
No, so
I think I pretty much have explained.
you guys can't, and we're not technologically that advanced here, so you guys, can you download everything off that phone? Everything? And then I get the phone back so I have a phone? Or,
That phone will be. We can't give you the phone back until it's cleared.
oh,
Now, if he downloads, we go through the phone. Nothing on it. That's not say even in. So, but all electronics
Right.
basically goes in ones and zeros.
right,
So there's a space called unallocated space. So when you delete something, it goes to what's called unallocated space.
right.
And so once we go through that and we find there's nothing on the phone,
Yeah.
let's say zero, not even any of your past deleted stuff. Let's say even the
Well, I mean, we already know there's gonna be
Yeah.
deleted stuff,
So once that's done, you can't go in and you can't take that stuff out and then turn around and give you the stuff we don't want to take out. It is almost impossible because that stuff does reside in unallocated space. You can't take it out.
Right.
And so us to turn the phone back over, it would still be an unallocated space. So us liability-wise, it would be like us turning over
No, I know.
child
Right.
back over to you.
So-
we can't do that.
But no, my,
So basically what they're saying is, buddy, you're never getting your phone back.
so I just need to go get another phone.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Oh, I had a question. What were there's a, speaking of the house on the north side there, where their dogs are kept, there's like a slide, child slide, what's that for?
That was from the owners that lived there before.
Oh, okay, so prior owners. How long have you lived there?
Since 2005.
Okay.
Roughly. Yeah, my sister.
So you kept the slide that the previous owners had in your backyard for like, was it like 17 years now or something? Since 2005? Seems like you could have had it hauled away.
My brother-in-law lived there.
Oh, beforehand?
Yeah.
Okay.
That whole deal is kind of just closed off, and I left it for the dogs. And
Okay. Yeah, I just wondered, because you said the only occupant, then I remembered when, one of the days I was there, I saw the slide, and I was just,
I've always had dogs, so I just leave it. So you go under.
what kind of dogs?
My one is a shepherd, and the other is a Rottie.
Oh, okay.
I hope those dogs are doing well and they have a safe place to stay while this guy's in prison, because animals don't deserve to suffer from guys like this.
Nice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I saw the shepherd,
Well, they're nice.
but as long as they're on that side of the
Yeah.
fence, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. If you want, and I'm not being arrested, I can take them to my mom's or grandparents or someplace if you want them out of there.
I'll wait and see if they could stay on that side. We'll
Yeah.
just leave them on that side. There's no reason, because it doesn't look like there's any buildings on that side that we have to really be concerned about, right?
No.
Okay,
No,
so if there's nothing there,
there's nothing there.
then we don't need to go in and bother them.
No.
Generally, we leave when we go to houses that have dogs. If they're occupying a space that doesn't have to worry about anything that's hiding something or whatever, we don't disturb them.
Okay.
Just don't. I mean, yeah, they're gonna bark, but you're a police officer. You get used to barking dogs, and
If you want their names, I can write it down and just tell them. And they'll be here.
no, they'll be fine.
Okay.
We're not going in crazy.
No, I know. So how long do I need to wait, do you guys think, before I go back home?
Not long. We'll be arresting you fairly shortly. Just hold tight.
Once we're done here and giving you're free to, and once you're,
Well, I
whatever.
don't want to go over there. I mean, I can go over there, but I don't want to go over there and interfere with you guys.
Yeah, we can't have that either. So.
Yeah.
It'd just take a few hours.
Can I grab my truck? You guys can search through the whole truck. I don't care.
And they've probably been searched through. That's the white one that's
Yeah.
inside the property? Yeah, so that would probably have already been.
Okay.
You can text them and let them know if they can clear the truck.
Yeah. There's not a lot there in the house. It's pretty empty.
This guy has to know that he's in big trouble. I think the only thing that might be giving him just a little bit of hope is that he deleted everything. He's maybe hoping that they won't count. It's like, okay, it was deleted, so we don't count it as possessing it or anything. But clearly that's not the case. Or maybe he just flat out has stuff on his phone. I don't know. I'm not sure what the exact results are, but let's continue.
You said something that there might be a laptop that doesn't work anymore.
I don't know if it's still there or if I got rid of it or.
Okay.
I'm trying to be, honest with you guys on everything, so I don't.
Put it on the truck now.
I think it's unlocked. If it's not, the key should be hanging up right when you walk in the house. There should be a little key.
Okay.
I want to sign this one to you, and then make a copy of that.
Not sure if anything else is going to happen here, but we may as well continue.
Thank you. that goes also with that.
If anyone's still here, let me know, because I feel kind of weird if everyone is already bailed from the video and I'm just sitting here by myself. I may as well just end these videos sooner, but I don't know if people like to hear every last second of it. If you're still here, let me know.
This is just the form. We want to make sure that you get all the forms that we use, just so there's no. Before turning you back over to what they have to talk to you about, your supervisors or whatever, is there any questions you have for us?
No, you guys are gonna let me know everything, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. I mean, if, like I said, if we clear something that we took, we'll definitely get back with you to let you know that we cleared it, and then you could have it back or what.
I mean, if you're guilty, or if they're gonna come and arrest him, I mean, I'm sure he'll find out soon enough.
Whatever. So
I'm just gonna assume I'm probably not getting my phone back.
that's your personal one, probably not. If that deleted stuff is still like I said in the unallocated space, we just can't. There's no physical way,
Right.
other than just wiping the entire, just zeroing it out,
Yeah,
wiping
no, I know.
all data out, and then it's a worthless.
Yeah.
It'd be easier just to go buy it now.
Okay, cool. That's what I would need to know.
Yeah. I guess we're done here. We're gonna go look in your unit to make sure there's no electronics there.
Right.
Again, that's totally separate from.
Not that I care about embarrassing these guys; they deserve to be embarrassed. But just like all his colleagues now are gonna have like cops in there just searching all his stuff. Like this guy, even if he wasn't convicted, like this is just gonna really have a negative impact on your life.
This search warrant. This search warrant here was just for your person, what electronic items you carried on your person.
Right.
You don't have any thumb drives or anything like that on you, do
No.
you? Okay.
No, I mean, you can pat me down. You can do whatever.
If you don't mind, just so I can clear it. Because, prosecutors may ask, hey, did he have anything on him? Can you, is that your wallet?
Yeah.
Can you open your wallet for me, real quick? Just to make sure there's nothing in it.
You go through it. Go through whatever.
No, I just want to make sure that because, as you know,
There's no thumb drives.
thumb drives and SD cards can be hidden super. And I do appreciate you being honest and coming in and talking to
I
it.
don't appreciate him, and he's not being honest. I just read here that says he was ultimately found with thousands of images and videos of illegal abuse on his electronic devices. So he wasn't telling the truth. He's horrible.
Listen, I mean,
It sucks because no matter if it gets cleared or if it doesn't get cleared, then this is gonna.
yeah.
That's what sucks.
Well, maybe you shouldn't get drunk and download illegal things by accident or whatever your excuse is. Maybe you should just behave yourself properly and not do horrible things, and then you won't have to worry about this.
All right, sir. You're free to go from us. We'll totally end for sure. And this at every. Huh?
You want to get the lieutenant?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's nothing else here to watch, so we'll just end it right here. So, yeah, I don't know, that was okay, I guess. It wasn't one of the more interesting ones I've covered. At least this guy faced some kind of justice, so that's good. But it was, yeah, I guess they can't all be winners. But either way, I appreciate everyone watching. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to cover. And I will see everyone next time.